What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth152, and I'm back with a video for y'all again. You already know I've been missing in action, so I gotta pick it where I left off at. You know what I mean? With these random Storytime videos, Tales from the Cell videos, they about to come back out. You know what I mean? I'm up to episode 5, so we about to get back on that shit too. So I got a couple of questions for y'all before I jump into this video for you. I'm about to come out with some merch, okay? And I got 3 ways I can do this. The first way I want to go about it is, what do y'all want? I got 3 options for y'all. Y'all can get the Smooth Gang Shooter Crew shirts. Y'all can get the Strip Club Chronicle shirts. Or y'all can get the Tales from the Cell shirts. You know what I mean? As a starter. So you just let me know what y'all want first. Do y'all want the Smooth Gang Shooter Crew shirts? Y'all want the Tales from the Cell shirts, or do y'all want the Strip Club Chronicle shirts? You know, so that's what I'm working on right now. So y'all let me know in my comment section what y'all want as far as merch, and I'll get it done for y'all. And I'll let you know when it's done. As soon as I get y'all responses in, y'all feedback, and let me know what y'all really want. Like I said, there's 3 options: Smooth Gang Shooter Crew shirts, you got Strip Club Chronicle shirts, and you got Tales from the Cell shirts. I'm going to do them all, but which ones do y'all want first? You know what I mean? Just let me know. And once I get the feedback in my comment section of what y'all want, I'll go get it done and let y'all know when it's already pressed up and ready for y'all to purchase. But yeah, y'all already know what it is. It's that dude, Mr. Smooth152, and I'm back with a story time for y'all. Let's get into it. Yeah, same shirt, same day, multiple videos. No. So, yeah. We'll take y'all back to when I was really cutting up, wilding out in the streets and shit. Yeah. I jumped off the porch, fucking around, stealing cars, doing crazy shit. I mean, what can you do? Young age, and you follow in the crowd. You know what I mean? You just want to be down. You want to be a part of something. So I took the route of going outside and being a badass kid like everybody else did, you know? So just my badness was like on another level. I was out there. I was doing any and everything that I wasn't supposed to be doing. Little badass. One of them little kids that want to touch you and grope you when you were a little baby and shit, want to get their free fills. I get that carried on to my older age, to my teenage years rather. But yeah, I was living on South Front Ave when I first started hustling. You know what I mean? So I was out there, South Front Ave, 11th Street, 10th Street, out there with a whole bunch of old head niggas. And I was just like, I bet I want a part of these shit, because I see what y'all niggas was out here doing. I want parts. So one day, it came out, I was talking to one of the older head niggas out there. He's like, yo, you be out here every day like you out here on the block with us. Oh yeah, I want to get down. Yo, that nigga put that pack in my hand, yo. I'm not trying to glorify selling drugs or anything like that, but when you young and you see niggas doing something and having something that you don't got, you want that. So you try to figure out a way to get what they got the same way they getting it. That was my route. I went that way. He gave me that pack, I never looked back. I got out there and I just started doing my numbers. Got out there, I was good with the hustle. You know, so along comes jealousy when you out there making more money than the next person out there. You know, so they wanna be in your be in your spot and take you out. But you gotta watch out for certain shit like that. I never had nobody that I dealt with in my immediate circle do anything grimy to me. Nah, not until I got older. Know what I mean? So once I got about 16, 17, 18, that's when the griminess in my circle started happening. But right about now is like it's fun. It's fun. So I'm out there. He giving me the work, and bringing him back his bread like he asked. So once I got enough to get on my own, I'm not working for nobody else. I'm out here on my own. I call my own shots now. I ain't gotta be rushing to bring you your bread back and none of that shit. No, I do what I want to do. And your boy spinning, yeah. I heard a lot of my comments say something about you got a wave cap on, but you don't never show your waves. I'm stroking, my nigga. I'm stroking. Yeah, but oh yeah. Anyway, once I got on my own, it was a whole different story. It was a whole different story. Like I was a whole different nigga. Like, I ain't want to go to school no more. I was addicted to being getting that money and shit. Like, once I made my first $2,000-$3,000, I ain't want to go back to school. I was like, yo, if I can do this in a day, why go to school? Fuck. What? I ain't want to go to school no more. Fuck it. But I used to go, but I ain't stay all day. At a certain point in time in the day, I was like, poof, I'm gone. Whether it be lunch period or in between classes, I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm going back to the. I was addicted to the money. Like I couldn't stay away from it. So one time, I was downtown because I used to go to Arts High, and I was downtown in the arcade when I wasn't supposed to be in the arcade. But I had just came from the doctor, so what's the sense of walking into class and walking into school in the middle of shit when you could just wait till lunch period to go into class? That's what I thought. So I'm downtown in the arcade, bugging out and shit. And back then, you could buy your weed out the arcade and shit. So niggas down there buying their weed out the arcade. And this wasn't what we got today. It was some bullshit ass some bullshit ass weed back in the day. You know the homegrown shit. We all started smoking that shit back in the day. Yeah, that shit. So we was smoking that shit down the arcade. And this is my first time ever hearing about truancy. So I'm down there in the arcade, we bugging, playing the games and shit. And I just hear niggas, yo, truancy. Niggas start taking off. If y'all ever seen that shit, Juice, when they all in the arcade, and the truancy came and one rushed the arcade, niggas hauling that, that's how it was downtown, in the arcade down there. We ain't supposed to be down there. We supposed to be in school. And it's like 9, 10 o'clock. Ain't no lunch period just yet. So we down there just running wild, just out there doing what we want to do. And next thing you know, I just heard truancy. My little ass ain't running. I'm over here playing Street Fighter. Fuck that shit. I don't know what the fuck truancy is. So I'm down there playing the game. And I just feel somebody just yoke me off the game. Get your ass over here. What the fuck? What you doing in here? I'm playing the game. Your ass supposed to be in school. Nah, see what happened was I went to the doctor. Know what I mean? And I got my doctor's note right here. So I ain't going to school till lunchtime. Know what I mean? So he's like, nah. Get your ass in the bus. Nigga tossed me in the motherfucking yellow bus. Boom. Rounded up a couple other niggas that they caught chasing and shit. And took her to the spot. And this is when I just moved to East Orange when I got caught by truancy. Right? Fucked around and gave him my East Orange address instead of giving him my Newark address that I was going to Arts High. Gotta live in Newark to go there. So I fucked around and gave him my address from East Orange. Oh man. Why'd I do that? The motherfucker kicked me out and sent me to East Orange. What? Ah, shit. But, you know, I ended up going to see what that shit was like. When I moved to East Orange, right? I moved to 17th Street between William and Eaton Place. I stepped foot up at East Orange High School, yo. And I'm just looking like, nah, this ain't it, chief. This a whole different breed up in here. And I'm looking at the students and I'm looking at the like, damn, this ain't shit like where I just came from. It reminded me of, I forgot the name of that fucking movie. I think it was that Joe Clark movie when the motherfucker was in the hallway wailing all types of shit. And they had that Welcome to the Jungle song playing. East Orange High remind me of that shit right there. That shit was that shit was different. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? And this is when Naughty by Nature wasn't Naughty by Nature then. They was called New Style. And I had a high top fade with waves and designs all of my shit. I was a Big Daddy Kane fan back then. So that was my idol, Big Daddy Kane. So my shit was up there with waves in the front and all types of shit. And I just so happened to meet, seen one of the dudes in there from New Style. And this nigga made me think my shit was nothing. When he walked past me, that nigga shit was up here. And I'm like, yo, he just shitted on my hot top fade like, damn, homie. Oh, nah. This ain't it. Nah. These niggas was wild. Nigga running around the hallway. It was, yo, I promise you. No bullshit. I'm walking down the hallway, and it was this little midget chasing motherfuckers in the hallway. This shit was wild. Never seen no shit like this before in my life. But this is my first time actually seeing a midget in real life, face to face. This motherfucker was really chasing females through the hallway, being a little perv, grabbing on ass cheeks and shit. But he was a funny comedian dude. Like, he was a funny dude. But he was just terrorizing the females in the class. I mean, in the hallways and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga really bugging. Yo, it's a real live midget running around the school, yo. For real. Like, he's really running through the hallways. So I seen them Naughty by Nature niggas before they became Naughty by Nature niggas. Running through the hallways and shit. Yeah, that East Orange High School, that, where I come from, that shit was a whole totally different shit. We wasn't like that in school. I'm from North, you know what I mean? I don't know. So these niggas was a totally different breed up here. Like, that shit was crazy. Lunch break. Everybody go to this one spot named Charlie's. Oh man, Charlie was not the spot. Charlie was the spot to go get your food from. But that little cut where if you get caught through that motherfucker, nah, you get your ass beat up in that little cut between the supermarket and the little motherfucker. I think it was like a dry cleaners or some shit like that. A little alleyway right there, a little cut spot. You go through there and you get your ass beat if you ain't from the hood. I mean, I done seen a couple of niggas go through there and get touched up. You know what I mean? But yeah, those was my early East Orange days running around in East Orange High School. Like, nah, this ain't gonna be it, chief. You know what I mean? Where I was at Newark Arts High, cool. But I had to figure out a way to get back in there. Cause I done fucked up a total of my East Orange address and they done, no, you go there now. Since you up there, you go there. I wanted to go back there. I was there for a reason. I was there for music. I could sing. So that's the reason why I went to Orange High and shit. So by me fucking around in the arcade, being where I wasn't supposed to be, picked up my truancy, get sent to East Orange High School, and was like, nah, this ain't it, Chief. I need to go back to school for what I was going to school for, and that's music. I'm a singer. This shit right here, this ain't for me. These niggas don't look like they do anything in this bitch. They just in the hallways. So yeah, yo. It's your boy Smooth 152. You've been sitting through another episode of Random Storytimes. How I came off the porch and got myself in some shit I wasn't supposed to get into and got kicked out of school for nothing. Like, yeah. But I'll catch y'all on the other side when I'm back on this screen again. That dude, Mr. Smooth 152. You already know. I'm gone.